Good morning, everybody. John Blackwood here from Junk Guys Denton at junkguysdenton.com, 940-220-9446. Call us and make an appointment. Sitting up here at our Denton Town Square, just kind of had a meeting with a few realtors. Topic of the day is you're going to have a lot of people in the very beginning that are going to try to get money out of you. I've heard that this happens, especially in the first 3, 6, 9 months of a small business. I'm going to tell you what they said to me and what I've done. Spoiler alert, I haven't given money to any of these groups. Some of these groups can be small. Around here, they call them business development groups. They call them realtor meetup groups. Sometimes they have, fancy names like Jesus Christ meetup groups, stuff like that. It's typically realtors at a realtor's office. All of them want money. $40 seems to be kind of the way of the world. And, so that doesn't sound like much, $40, but you're talking about $500 a year, right? Yelp. The big three, there's Yelp, Angie's List, and Home Advisor. And their business model is the same for every single one of them. All right. They claim to be transparency companies. They claim to tell the truth about people. It's not really the case. The problem is all three of those companies, Yelp, Angie's, and Home Advisor, is they haven't made any money, which sounds insane, especially for Yelp. But if you actually go look it up, without venture capital funding, Yelp doesn't exist, right? So they found out that they can't make money being a transparency company. And so instead they've changed their business model to, they call people like us, and my accountant, she's a CPA, and they bother her, and they want $5,000 a year for $4,800 a year, And so what they turned into, Yelp, Home Advisor, and Angie's, is they turned into threatening companies. Hey, give us money or your 5-star reviews are gone. They won't say that directly, but they will hound you on this stuff. Have I given my money to them? No. I've made the offer to all three of them, and I said, hey, give me your service for free for 30 days. Okay? Put me at the top of Yelp, put me at the top of Angie, put me at the top of the Home Advisor leads, and I make 10 grand in revenue in the next 30 days. I'll give you $4,800 all day long. None of them will do it. So, since the transparency part of the business isn't working, they've gone to the threatening side of the business. And honestly, people know that they're not following their mission statement. They're not doing what they say they're going to do. They turn into a massive advertising brand. I don't think Angie's, Home Advisor, and Yelp has the juice it once did. I'm a big believer in grow organically. I mean, there's nothing like word of mouth, especially in a small town like Denton, Texas. Somebody says, hey, this guy's amazing. He showed up early. He got done in an hour and a half. He swept up after he was done. I couldn't believe it. And he was 30% cheaper than 800 Got Junk and all the other franchises, which I am. I'm about 30% cheaper than all of those guys. As far as local business development groups, I'm still developing my theory on that. If I do give money to anyone, it's going to be to one of those groups, because let's say I do the 40 a month to one of the business development, meetups, and I just get one job, for $500. Well, then that meetup has paid for itself, right? That's a little more understandable to me. Right. I still don't know if I'm going to do it because I've gone to about 4 or 5 different ones. And what they'll do is they'll let you come to 2 meetings for free, and then they hit you with the price. Right. But if you go into all these groups in the beginning, the Chamber of Commerce, wants $300. These groups want $480. This is per year. Yelp, $4,800. Angie's, $4,800. Home Advisor, $4,800. You'll go broke, And so right now, the reason why I'm at our town square, which our town square is actually really cool. We've got a beautiful courthouse, this old town square, and we've got all these coffee shops, and there's McNeil's appliance store right over there. I'm going around to pest control operators today, and I'm going around to realtors, and I'm just dropping business cards. So I think my marketing friends call it canvassing. You're canvassing the town. And hey, you're just getting in front of them, right? I had to go to the dump this morning, drop off, the hot tub and some other things that I did yesterday. It's turning out to be a beautiful day in North Texas, but I just kind of wanted to give my 2 cents on all the money. I haven't handed over any of my money yet to any of these marketing companies or, threat companies. I don't plan to yet. If I do any of that, it's going to be local. it's going to be people that I get to go sit down, and the entire table is filled with realtors. Because there are realtors in this town that are doing $35 million a year in sales, which I know out in Cali and New York, that's not impressive. But in Denton County, Texas, pushing 35 million in real estate is quite the accomplishment. Okay. And so I want to get in front of these people. And that's what I'm doing right now. I haven't decided on the other one, but I just wanted to give you my 2 cents. Angie's Home Advisor and Yelp, they're not transparency companies anymore. They're threat companies. And that's really unfortunate because I think they started off on the right path. And then they went public, and then they got into the stock exchange, and then there were expectations. Then they had to generate revenue streams. And unfortunately, that revenue stream has come down to threatening us. And I know restaurant groups are suing them. There's hundreds of thousands probably of lawsuits on Yelp right now. Grow organically. There is nothing like someone saying something good about you, and once you do a good job, Google, we're all trying to get Google ranked. Send them a Google link to your Google My Business page and just say, hey, if you don't mind, just leave me a 5-star review. You don't have to write anything. Just hit the 5-star. And for every new 5-star review, you just move up Google. Okay. And so that's how you do it. How do you get to the top of Google? How do you make a lot of money in this business? Show up on time and do a good job. That's my 2 cents on the groups. I'll do a follow-up here in a few weeks to tell you if I did any of the local business groups to see if they do feed me any business. But if I put 480 into something, I want to get 5,000 back in return. I'm looking for a 10x on any kind of investment I make. So that's how it is. John Blackwood, Denton, Texas, 940-220-9446. Have a great day, junk people.